Center row A. You are, row A is first row, seats 1 and 2.
At Miners Alley Playhouse in Golden, Colorado, every seat in the house is the best one.
Okay, so you're up here, this last row.
To be in the audience is a very unique experience and very rewarding, thought-provoking, and it gives me a sense to feel connected with not only the actors but the other members in the audience, because they're reacting to the actors, what's going on stage.
I am the preeminent storyteller of my time.
I think it's amazing to be an audience member here because of that intimacy.
To be able to have that intimate feeling is someplace I've never seen before except at this theater.
Who wants to be in the gang, huh? Anyone? Yes, right here. Come on, right here. Excellent.
Across from Miners Alley, just a few hundred feet away, sat Meijer Hardware, a gathering place in downtown Golden where, for generations, neighbors went in there to get supplies and to catch up on the latest happenings.
I grew up going to Meijer Hardware. My parents had an account there. You know, I would love it because I'd go buy candy and put it on the account and, you know, go on my way. The store meant a lot to us. It meant a lot of like where we'd see our friends and neighbors. We'd catch up on, you know, local gossip or local happenings and things like that.
To the city, Meijer Hardware was also one of those strong business institutions that really anchored the downtown for generations.
This completes the store's final act, but the show is far from over. As one community hub came to a close, it allowed for another community hub to reinvent itself.
Originally, my grandparents started the store back in 1945, and my father married into the family, and he worked there, as did my mom, for many years, and consequently I did as well. So my wife and I were both co-owners of the store. We lived here in town, you know, we knew the neighbors down the street, and those neighbors were our customers as well. So there's just a sense of community that I think that only Golden could have provided.
Lisa and I took over the theater in 2013. So we were investing money back into the community by spending $20,000 a year at Meijer Hardware on building supplies and stuff. Steve was there every day talking to his customers, and I would see him and I would literally say to him, "Have you ever thought of selling this place? It would make a great theater." And he would really look at me and just be like, no, we're not thinking about selling anything.
In 2021, the Schaefer family made the difficult decision to close Meijer Hardware and sell the building after 76 years in downtown Golden.
In January of last year, I met with my siblings. I just told them that I was ready to retire and I didn't want to be a landlord anymore and so forth, and that we would probably be putting the building up for sale.
And I was heartbroken. I mean, I remember getting teary in the store. I remember, you know, I think of it just as this organic gathering space. You know, when you think about what makes Golden special and you think about the character of Golden, you think about it's the people. It's the people that come together.
What if the closing of a chapter on a beloved institution ushers in a new season?
The founders of Miners Alley Playhouse, which has been in Golden since 2003, had a dream that now has the chance to become reality.
Our vision transforms the Meijer building into a vibrant public space
where arts,
heritage,
and community thrive.
Enter, stage left, Miners Alley Performing Arts Center.
When Len shared his vision of having a theater in the Meijer Hardware building, it sort of made a light go on. We got to make this happen. It's too perfect.
Then once we put the offer together, Len walked it over and handed it to Steve, and I think Steve was so surprised.
He hand carried this over. It didn't go through a broker, didn't go, you know. And that's part of the community spirit in town. When we were closing down the store, we had a family night. The kids were able to go through and we called it Go Crazy in the Hardware Store. So we played wiffle ball, and we played baseball in the paint department, what used to be the paint department. We took the kids downstairs, all the grandkids, and they put their handprints.
Push real hard, push in the middle too.
On the wall down on the foundation.
Perfect, body.
And something that we are going to try to preserve, even if we have to move the wall, to keep this somewhere, because it's a part of Golden's history now to have this here. And just as the Schaefer family and Meyer Hardware was a real part of Golden history.
The old Meyer Hardware building will allow for Miners Alley to expand exponentially and give our community a space for the arts with endless possibilities.
And the new space is going to have the exact feeling. No seat is going to be more than 6 rows from the audience, or say 20 feet from the center of the stage. You'll be able to see the eyes of the actors. The theater will be in the round, but it will also be adjustable. But the other thing that's also exciting about the Performing Arts Center is the community spaces. We're going to have community rooms. We're going to have a black box theater space. We're going to have community meeting rooms. We're going to have a lot more classes.
Down on this lower level will be 2 artist housing apartments and 2 huge dressing rooms and a big green room. There's a kitchen that's already down there.
And one of our big visions for this whole thing is that, especially in the summer, that there's a whole type of theater festival every summer where people come to Golden, from including the staff and the performers. Really professional actors from all over the country will come to Golden and live here and be a part of our community for the summer.
You know, the important part about this is that Golden is unique because we have kind of this trifecta. We have a trifecta of, we have residents, we have businesses, and we have nonprofits. And when all 3 of those work together, you have a thriving community. And that thriving community goes back to our mission statement, and to invest in the economic and cultural vitality of the Golden community.
No matter where you find yourself in the new theater, Miners Alley Performing Arts Center is going to have a special seat and a special piece of history just for you.